Go live. Go ahead.
Start going.
Go live. Okay. Can you hear you?
You are now live.
Let's make sure.
Can I hear myself? Yes.
Girls, will you pick up a mic? Let's see if we can hear.
Yeah, I can hear.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I heard it when you picked it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done this before.
Okay, I can hear.
And Mel was like, "Ooh, that was gross. I don't like the sound of that."
Okay, so we're live on everywhere?
I think so.
Okay. That
Yeah.
looks a little.
It says live. It is lopsided.
It's lopsided as shit.
Lopsided.
Because your computer's too big for it.
I know. My computer is a 5.4. Like if it's a 15.4.
I was gonna say that is a very small screen.
Small screen.
Small screen.
Okay, so we're recorded. Hey. Can you Katie.
Cat.
Mouse.
So take the mouse. Can you take the mouse, hover over the red, over the no, not that red, like how it's all red, and hit the scroll up button. Like not the button, but like scroll up on that little mouse pad.
There you go.
All of it. Keep going, and we're good. Thank you. Want to make sure you can see our ticks.
Don't forget to clap.
That's what I'm about to do. I need to fix my hair. What up, people? We're getting set.
I just let Mel do her thing.
True story. She does
until she figures. Until the chapstick falls out of the tube. Mel, you make chapstick money.
Hey, I have like 7 of those around the house. So I know I make chapstick money, motherfucker. But yeah, I just happen to get the one that's like, dying over there.
I'm just thinking back to that episode where I'm like, you make hand towel money.
I do. What's funny is all I did was buy 2 more hand towels. But I could have bought like a whole set of them. Nope, I bought 2 more.
You could go to Costco and buy a whole pack.
But I have you buying me stuff at Costco. I don't go to Costco.
That is
true. I have places.
That is true.
How many people are there?
Yeah, it was stupid on Sunday. Like stupid.
I don't have patience anymore.
Zach definitely did.
Once you're broken, you don't have patience for like weeks. We're just gonna say that.
Yes.
Okay.
When somebody is so stupid that they break you, that is what happens.
Yeah.
You have no patience for anything.
All right. You
That
ready,
shot
Cal?
is hitting me.
It is too. Me too. Yeah. So we have our benchies behind us. They're
We have
really
Katie.
fucking cool.
Tanya.
Say hi on the mic, guys. Say hi on the mic.
Hello.
They're back there. They're running our Instagram and TikTok live.
That's right. That's right.
Because they're amazing.
Fielding live questions. If you have questions, this is gonna happen live. And then we already have some pre-ones that Jamie, if you're listening,
the sleep dietitian.
you
if
got
you don't
some
know who
good
she
questions
is,
from her.
go and find her.
Some things that made us think.
Yes, they did. I was reading through them and I was like, oh, fuck, what do I say to that?
I was like, that's a great question.
That is a great question.
Yeah. So thank you, Jamie. All right.
I mean, of course, my favorite is the Disney princess one, but that's because
I didn't see that one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I will start with that one because that one I know.
All right, you ready to do this?
Okay, count us down. This is what happens every time before we do an episode.
True story.
I say, okay, Mel, count us down.
That's right. Because if they listen to the last one, there's like a big 13-minute intro.
There is. Where we're just being ridiculous.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
And the funny thing is I was not feeling good. I did not feel good. I did not want to record, but I knew we needed to record. And so I put my big girl panties on. I came down
You had a
here,
great time.
and I did have a good time.
Yeah.
I was very excited about it.
Because I bring that out of you. I'm going to take that win.
I'll give it to you.
Okay, cool. All right.
Welcome back, OSLP family!
Welcome.
You are listening live from the studio. I wanted to be like live from Studio 76.
No, live from 17th Street Studios, motherfucker.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
17th
You are listening to our Sleep Live podcast, and this is Kelly.
This is Matt.
And today is our 2-year anniversary of the very first episode that we ever dropped.
How crazy is that?
And what's funny is last year we celebrated this exact same way.
We did, but our setup was way different.
It was extremely different.
This is
and
insane.
it was not as comfortable as
Because
it
the
is now.
studio is done. I can lean back, guys.
That is when she knows that it's done, is when she leans back.
Dude,
people.
when you're in the chairs that our benchies are in, there you can't lean back that very far.
You cannot lean back.
And now-
you cannot get comfortable.
Yeah,
I mean, I sat with one leg up, and half the time my foot will fall asleep. It was not a comfortable
no,
position to be
it was
in.
not. It was not. And like, so we have comfy chairs now.
We have our colors on the
I
wall.
can swirl, swivel. I'm really about this chair.
It's just the swivel feature.
And I'm really excited with the light.
The light brought it all together. And we do have one more thing that's going to go up.
Yeah.
But Zach is extremely busy and has not had time to add our little shelf right here. So if any of you want to send us stuff,
Yeah,
we
little
will-
tiny knickknacks.
yeah,
we're
we
gonna
will
put
put
up
it right up here. Right up
and
there.
we'll start rotating them in and out.
Yeah.
And just show some love. So your little knickknacks. can be
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah. So we wanted a little shelf to
Yeah.
sit up there.
So,
So yeah. And Tanya made us these
Yeah.
today.
Tanya's pretty rad.
Yay!
For those
Look
that
at that.
know-
Look at that.
For those that know who Tanya
And
is,
then our names on the back.
she has had VSG and has been through some shit.
She is our admin for our
And
benching group.
we love her to death because she's a survivor, man. So
She is a survivor.
mhm.
And
her and those rainbows.
her and those rainbows. We love the rainbows. Speaking of benchies though, I always have to start with, if you are not a benchie, please go over to patreon.com/OSLP and sign up to
$7.
become a benchie.
$7 a year.
Because I'm telling you, that group is just
They're
amazing.
They're like a lifesaver. So like we've been under some stress lately, and boy, did the benchies help. Like with the funny comments that they make.
Oh my God.
Like me and Frank going back and forth as being goofballs. Like,
Frank is another level.
oh, he's
and
a
I
hoot.
love
I
him.
love him.
I love him so much.
Yeah. And
I'm
then
so glad
today
that
with
he's
the
in
sex
ours.
talk. Oh my God, the sex talk today was amazing.
What? I missed the sex.
You were all your shit. Well, this is what happens. So you have to be a benchie and make sure you're always on the thread.
Yes.
So,
Well, and in my defense, I did take a nap because I'm so tired.
You're so
I'm so
tired.
tired. But Mel gave me my shot of
I did.
Benlysta today, which is my
Shot her
med
up
that I
real good.
need. And since my insurance got randomly, well, not randomly, I expected it. I got 8 months out of it.
Yeah.
Like I got 8 more months than I thought. So,
That's a lot
but
of healthcare, man.
yes, but it did get canceled, which I expected. The outcome after I did not expect, but I have insurance as of
Well,
April 1st.
Because we figured out there's a gray area. Shocker there for health insurance.
There is a gray area.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that fall into it.
So,
Co-host is one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So just for
Lame
you all
fuck.
listening, I'm going to rant about this for just
Do
a
it.
second.
Nah.
I make too much money to be on our state health care.
Yes.
Because they count my spousal support.
That's right.
Then if you go over to the other website, they do not count my spousal support.
'Cause
So I
you
make
shouldn't.
0 in their system.
And
And I don't
hey,
get any help.
They go, hey, go to your state. They should help you because you make $0.
But I can't.
So
because
Kelly
they
did.
count.
But they
Yeah.
don't count here.
Yes.
So
yes.
some places do, some places don't.
Yes.
I love Oregon, but wow for that one.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Great job.
I would have
Great
I
job.
thought at least you guys would be similar to the federal laws. At least.
No.
But whatever. It's fine. It's
But
fine.
the other thing is when I was looking through insurances, I picked the top one because I have a
Well,
fucked up body.
you have to.
My body hates me. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, acupuncture is covered. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I'm scrolling. Bariatrics, not covered.
Yeah.
Not covered.
Even
But
the highest plan.
acupuncture, the needle sticking into your body,
Yeah.
that's covered.
It's covered.
Life-saving surgery is not covered. That shows you how fucked up our insurance system is.
Yeah. The insurance shit like really was eye-opening for you.
It was very eye-opening.
Yeah.
Well, because in my defense, I was very spoiled. I was
As
very
long as you
spoiled.
can admit it.
I will fully admit it. I was
That's
spoiled.
why I love
I was
you.
on
You
I
don't-
was on Satan's insurance. They took care of everything. We never paid a dime.
Yeah,
I
the
think
union is fucking bomb.
It is great.
Yeah,
it is
so for
absolutely
those that
amazing.
think unions are dumb, I love you, but they're fucking bomb because they make sure that we have insurance.
And good
that
insurance.
You don't have to pay for.
Correct.
Just saying.
However, when you are off that insurance, life fucking sucks.
Yeah. Especially if you already have pre-existing conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, which my co-host has. So
yeah, but we
Yeah.
have it all figured out.
we do. Which
I
is
got
really
my
cool.
injection today.
I stabbed her with today.
She did stab me. She did record all of it. That will be dropping later.
100%.
And because she did tell me something really funny before she stabbed me. So, I mean, how often can you say that your co-host stabbed you?
I know.
It's like
I
a
know.
Lifetime movie in the making. I've always wanted to be in a Lifetime
And the
movie.
culprit is Ben Listock.
Yeah, that is.
All
I
right.
don't think the culprit would be them. Anyways,
No, the culprit would be the lupus.
the culprit would be you
No,
because you stabbed me.
yeah, but I had to.
I asked you to.
The lupus made me do it.
The lupus made me do it. Is that the defense you're using?
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what is our, so the first question
Okay.
we are going to go off
For
of.
those that don't know, what we have done for the last week is tell people to ask us questions for a live show. So
What'd
we
she say?
have some people in the room that's going to give us the questions and then we're going to answer them. They're also going to grab the ones that are coming through on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook.
Not YouTube.
Oh, no, I think Katie's going to randomly look for me. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
she got it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
She's good. She's good.
All right.
Are we showing up on all the spots?
Mhm.
Fuck yeah.
and-
I'm so
awesome.
excited.
All right.
This is awesome.
So one other thing before we get to the questions.
Oh, okay.
I just want, like, all day I have been reminiscing.
Oh,
I've been reminiscing about where we were 2 years ago.
yeah.
And little did we know that when we started in one of my extra bedrooms at this little tiny desk
We have photos of that.
with Marcus sitting at the end of it.
Marcus. I love you, Marcus.
Yes, we do. It's not the same without you. We have these little moments like when we went to Florida for the first time.
Yeah, we
Like
Marcoed-
Mel cried.
I did. We Marcoed him.
Yeah, we Marcoed Marcus.
Because he would have had so much fun. And I don't know, Marcus, if you're watching right now, but we thought of you because we're like, Marcus would have such a good time with us right now.
Yeah.
I want to know what
He'd be
Marcus
so excited.
we were like, I want to know what Marcus's opinion is on this thing. And you're not there for me to fucking ask.
Because
It's frustrating.
Marcus from the beginning knew that we were going to go far. And I think
said.
that's
Yeah.
where our like connection came from. is
Yeah,
because
he
knew we could do it.
Yeah, like he was 100% our cheerleader.
And every time we would meet once a week, he would have 50 ideas for us on what would happen if
That's
we
an
did
idea
A,
guy.
B, and C.
Idea man right there.
Yes.
Oh, we should like talk shop with him every once in a while. Or I don't know if that'd be hard for him. That's the thing. Yeah. Because we can field ideas through him because he's like a really great idea guy.
Yes.
And he's like outside of like all the things. So like
He's not in the area.
yeah, so he can pop in some stuff that like we wouldn't even think to thought of.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were
Anyway.
sitting at this little desk.
Yes, we were.
Mel on one side, me on the other. I had never put on a pair of headphones in my life with a mic attached.
No, you didn't.
It was very weird.
I was standing. I used to stand then.
I remember, no, the first couple episodes you sat.
Oh yeah, and I felt really weird and I didn't like it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I remember putting on the headphones and I was like, is that my voice? Do I really sound like that? I don't like it.
You do.
But now it is my comfort. And I remember like after that first episode, I would put my headphones on and be like, yes, I feel like I'm in my safe space now.
That's good. That's good.
But I just was like reminiscing of like where we started and like the fact that we were so excited to get 10 downloads.
Yep.
10 downloads. That's all we needed. We
That's
were
right.
so excited. We were like, people actually downloaded our episode.
Yep.
And that was the because we did the teaser
Yes. We
thing.
did episode 0.
episode 0.
Yes.
And it was so cool.
It was just weird that it's something that was released. I remember waking up because it dropped at midnight.
Mhm.
So when I woke up, I looked at Eric and I was like, it's live, it's there. And he's like, you're in the zeitgeist now. How does it feel? And I was
The
like,
what?
It's called the zeitgeist. So it's where when entertainment goes out for the first time, that's the internet and it's the web and it's getting out there. So it's called the zeitgeist because it'll never be gone.
Who comes up with these?
Millennials do.
Okay.
And Gen Zs. Yeah. But yeah,
Cool.
so we're in the zeitgeist because we're in the digital space. So now we'll never be gone.
we will never be gone. I mean, we'll never be gone in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, we told ourselves, we were like, once we start this, that's it.
What it does to me though is like I remember telling Dad that I wanted my face on, like, I wanted to be like that realtor that had their face on a bench. Or my face on a billboard.
Should we
buy
a bench ad space just so you can see your face on a bench?
I mean, I'm not gonna stop.
I mean, Zach's idea is that it's funny that I never even told you this, that Zach's idea a couple weeks ago, we were driving around and he was saying how we should buy a billboard. He was like, it's not that expensive.
I know.
And he was like, you guys could totally put your face up on a billboard and catch all these people that are driving by. Because like my hair, your hair, like we just like we pop out at you.
I mean, Eric said that he was gonna do that for Valentine's Day for me. Or like Mother's Day. Because we watched, you know, I like wrestling, and Mike the Miz did that. Yeah. His wife did that for him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I told her, like, I'm not opposed to that.
I would love to see my face upon a billboard. I know what it was. We were driving by Chinook Winds thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, that's what I want. I want our faces up
Okay,
there.
we have to be on I-5.
Oh yeah.
If our billboard's if we have
we will. We will.
I mean,
maybe we should do the driving around one.
Because both of our people are like, we're gonna buy you one, basically. So
well, okay. So Zach and Eric collaborate,
right?
Get our faces on
and
billboard.
Listen. Sorry, the song went into my head. Collaborate and listen.
Oh, got it. All right, you lost me.
Yeah. So anyway, I just remember telling Dad that I've always wanted to have my face on like something and like leave a mark.
Yes.
And because like that's what's reminiscing for me today, is like thinking about all those things. Because even after I had surgery, I told Eric when we were in Washington how I was like, I just want to tell fat people like there is light at the end of the tunnel. Like you can do this. Yes. I said that to Eric, and then I finally am here, like literally on a mic telling, hey guys,
there is light at the end of the tunnel.
You don't have to be miserable if you don't fucking want to be.
Yes.
Don't live that life. It's not fucking worth it.
Correct.
So we're here, man. We did the things. We just need a billboard.
We just need a billboard, people. Sign up for our Patreon so we can get a billboard.
I mean, kind of. So
sorry, not sorry. Okay, so let's do the first question, which I know the one that I want to ask is from Jamie. And it is, what is your favorite Disney princess?
Oh, you're not gonna let them ask?
No, I want to ask that one.
Okay.
It's Disney.
That's fine. So say it again.
What is you forgot already? It's a very simple question.
Hold on.
Who is your favorite?
Who is your favorite Disney princess?
Oh, mine's Belle. Mine's always been Beauty and the Beast.
Why?
I like, you know what it is? It's the brown hair. I was like, ooh, I'm like Belle.
Okay.
Because I underneath the black is just like a dark brown.
Yes.
And then I like the whole Beauty and the Beast setup. The whole like him becoming a man or whatever, like because of the love stuff. I really enjoyed like the beauty turning, like the beast turned into beauty too. And then I love the teacups.
The teacups are cool.
Like the dance, like the song, like I know that whole thing.
Be Your Guest.
Mm-hmm.
Be Our Guest.
Oh, and it's beautiful. Yeah, Be Your Guest is so beautiful.
I like it.
That's the one for me. I was like, oh.
All right. I mean, you guys all guessed mine. Like you all know.
Is it Mermaid?
Yeah, Little Mermaid.
Okay.
From day one.
Well, just because your hair is red does not
no.
mean you have to have it.
So there's actually a funny, well, it's not funny, but there is a story behind it. So my mom used to have this friend that lived in Seattle.
Okay.
And every year when the new Disney movie would come out, she would buy the VHS. Yeah,
those are our times.
And send it to us in the mail.
Yeah.
And we would watch it over and over and over again. And I remember that was like the first Disney movie that I actually could actually wrap my brain around, because like movies weren't everywhere like they are now.
No, they're not.
And so I fell in love with Little Mermaid. And yes, it had the penis in the castle.
And then in the dust.
I had the original. That's on Lion King.
Oh, Lion King.
Yeah.
I have that one.
I had that one.
Oh,
also.
I think I still actually have. Oh, I need to look. I might have the original mermaid cover where the outline of the penis is still there.
I still have it.
You know how much that's fucking worth?
It's not in the VHS.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I have like.
Oh, you don't have the art?
I have the art.
Oh, okay.
But it's not in the case.
That's fine.
But
you should.
I kept that. I kept it. I do. So I fell in love with it, and then my mom's mom. I do not call her grandma because there's other reasons for that. But my mom's mom would bring us stuff. Yeah, from Disney because they would go. We were not invited, whatever. And she would bring us stuff back, and that's how I got my stuffed mini doll. But there was one year that she brought back all this Ariel stuff for me, and there's actually a picture of me in all my mini stuff with my Ariel t-shirt, me holding my Ariel.
Oh,
so it has been a long journey of me loving Ariel.
Yeah,
and that was a very long response to a very simple question.
No, I like it. There's a whole reason behind it.
All right.
I mean, my number 2 actually is Mermaid though.
Well, that's fine.
Those are the 2 that I know all. Oh, besides Aladdin, like I know all the things.
Oh my god.
and Cinderella.
I won't say what I want to say. I'll tell you later about Aladdin.
Why can't I know now?
Because it's not my secret to tell, Melanie.
Fine. Okay.
I will tell you.
If it's someone else's secret, that's fair.
Yes.
You're not allowed to tell me.
And I already got in trouble once for telling other people about it. So I'll tell you later.
Oh, I was about to say something, and I'm glad I didn't because you would have just disregarded that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't like to tell secrets.
Okay. Next question.
Okay. What's the next? Who's saying the next one?
And say who's talking first, so they know.
Okay, this is Tanya. Okay, so here's the question for you guys. What is the best way to get support from your foodie partner after surgery?
Ooh. Foodie partner.
So I would consider Eric kind of a foodie.
Yeah, I would.
So can you repeat the question?
Melanie Rosalind
What
Austin.
is the best way to get support from your foodie partner after your surgery?
Communication. You got to tell them, you got to be, that whole, the big old binder you get,
the Bible,
the big old Bible, basically. You got to go through that with them, the food section. I think that's key because then they're super aware of the do's and don'ts. It's because like my foodie's a cook. So now he knows what I cannot have, and it never showed up on a plate. So that was nice. So it never like was thought of to be even there.
Okay.
Or modified. He literally just didn't give me anything that wasn't on the list.
When you ate out, how did you get support from him?
He would tell the waiter to not bring the bread.
Okay.
So anytime we went to lobster, which that was hard, he's like, no biscuits. And I was like, oh.
But I just want one. Just let me have one.
I was like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah.
And I did it, and it was fine because it was on the table. So that was good. Like he helped me with the bread situation.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like meat. I'm pretty good at ordering, so it's not really a deal, but that bread, man, was a deal.
Bread is the downfall.
Why is it so good? I don't understand.
Why are you so good? I don't understand.
Like butter and bread, it's just so delicious. It's not fair.
It's like pasta for me. Like, why are you so good? Why? Why do you have to be made of carbs? Why can't you just be made of vegetables? Which I know there's some out there, but they're not the same.
I know. Mine's just Mexican food. I can eat Mexican food every single day, all day. And I just have to like ixnay the tortilla or the chips. You should see me last night. So we went to habaneros now because it's not muchos gracias anymore.
What?
Yeah.
I am horrified. I am horrified.
The Kaiser one is the last one. That's still muchos.
I am horrified right now.
Everything else is habanero.
Okay, can we say a moment of silence for muchas gracias and my entire 2020s of getting drunk and going to muchos at like 2, 3 in the morning?
It was delicious. I
Carne
know.
asada chips, man.
I know. Do you want to do the moment of silence?
Yes.
Okay, ready? Set.
That's it. I can't.
But
I'm horrified.
But I did have the carne asada chips. But literally, I was just like everything I just scraped off of and then I would just have like random chips. No, because I would have random chips. So that was what was helpful. Like I didn't have.
No, I'm saying like did it not taste the same? Like,
no, it was delicious. Actually, it didn't even change like the texture. Like it was all awesome goodness.
I don't like it.
So I did a workaround. It's worth it. I'm
just
saying that's what I had last night and I was very excited.
I will never eat at habaneros. Never.
Fuck
Never.
you.
If it is not
I will have an
muchos,
answer to yours.
if it's not muchos, I don't want
That's
it.
fine. In Kaiser, you can still go to that one.
Fine.
It's one left.
I will.
Okay.
I will. That's why I haven't noticed that I'm changing, because I just drive by the Kaiser one. I'm like, oh, muchos is still there. We're good.
So what would your answer be to that question?
Well,
Turn.
Satan wasn't a foodie.
No,
He was kind of an idiot.
I don't think he
But that's
had
fine.
taste buds. To be honest with you.
No, he did not have taste buds. That man did not know how to cook a decent meal. And I
If
thought
you're
that it was
anybody's
fine.
offended by that, fuck you. Because guess what? Some people just don't have good taste buds.
No.
They just don't.
And it's Satan, so we don't care.
So,
So
like, legit, like, if he couldn't, like, here's the thing about, like, me, Eric, and you. When we make something, we'll be like, too salty, overdone, not done enough. We'll say what the issue is.
Yes.
And then Satan will just eat it like there's no problem for all three. And you're like, you don't taste that?
here's an example. Here is an example.
Thank you.
He once cooked me a steak that was burnt and raw at the same time. I don't know how. And the rawness was on the outside and the overcookedness was in the inside. Not quite sure. Not quite sure
Very
what happened
confusing.
there.
Very
It was the most disgusting steak I've ever eaten. And he thought because I bought him a Traeger, he automatically knew how to grill. That is not a fact in any shape or form.
No, it's an art. Cooking is art.
It is an art, and
I respect the shit out of any chef.
yes,
Motherfucker.
going from Satan, who didn't have taste buds, and Zach, who knows how, like, he can put shit together more than, like, he
I'm
can look at
excited.
something.
In 2 weeks, we go over to his house and we get to actually have his barbecue.
Yes,
And we're gonna have the
burnt ends.
something ends. Yeah.
Something ends. The burnt ends that he cooks. Like, this man, like, his engineer brain starts working,
Yeah.
and he's like, okay, I have A, B, and C. What can I do with it, and what will taste best?
Yep.
And then he comes up with these things, and I'm like, oh, this is really good. And he's like, yeah, I've never made it before. I just threw it together. Cool.
And it tastes good. That man can
It
do
does.
it too. I'm like, fucking more power to you, man.
Yeah, he made Alfredo the other day, and he put the butter garlic shrimp that you get from Costco
Mhm.
into the Alfredo with the pasta.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
And it was and then he cooked his bacon and cut up the bacon
Of course he
into
did.
the pasta.
Of course he did.
And
Did he
it was
use scissors?
every time. Like, I don't get
No,
the
but
scissors.
he does it, right?
Yes, he uses scissors
Yeah.
to cut it into the pasta. I
Dude.
think it's so weird. I'm like, no, use a knife.
No, it is so
No.
cool. I actually was just watching Your Mom's House, which is Tom Segura and Christina P's podcast. And they were talking about how, like, they did a poll because, like, people use their scissors for, like, chicken. And
Zach does.
Yeah, like-
It's so fucking weird. I'm like, why are you cutting chicken like
I
that?
know.
Use a fucking knife.
It's so
dude.
crazy, but no, like, it's so much easier. And
I don't
I
get
mean,
it. I don't get it.
It
But
is,
yes,
it is.
he cut it up in it.
Yeah.
And it was so good that, like, the next night I wasn't feeling good, and I was like, the only thing I want is that gift.
again and again and again.
Yes. So
Yeah.
he made it for me again because I wasn't feeling good. But
Good.
it was delicious. It was so good. But it was like one of those, like, random meals that you cook. So anyway, so back to I mean, Zach's a foodie, and I just try to, like,
You know, what do you do?
I try to eat my protein first and, like, focus on what I'm doing. Because it doesn't matter what he's doing. Yes, he's a bariatric patient. He's a horrible bariatric patient.
And he knows it.
He knows it. He's fine with it.
Yeah.
But he does him, and then I eat what I want to eat.
Yeah.
And I just focus on my
I
goals.
think that's fine.
So, yeah, I hope that answered that question. I don't know.
I think someone's at my door. I just heard a bunch of ruckus.
A ruckus going on up there. All right.
Well, for those that have been, like, watching the stories, like, I painted a bunch of shit, and then, like, I'm selling a bunch of stuff. So, like, people are coming over, and I'm having.
And of course, she schedules things on the day that we're doing a live.
I'm
podcast.
not gonna lose money on this thing.
I mean, you could just say,
It's not happening tomorrow.
Yeah, they just did it.
They're here. They're picking up the exercise bike. I'm making some money. Make $50, Kelly. It does.
I'm so happy for you.
I know.
All right.
It's by my chair that goes in my living room.
Katie, do you want to give us our next question?
Okay.
Hey, it's Katie. Okay, this question is from Jamie. How have you changed, if at all, over the last 2 years?
If at all, how could you not?
Oh my God.
Jamie. You and your
Jamie.
great questions here.
I mean, I think I've done a 180.
You 100% have.
So here's the funny story.
Okay.
Is that back when we first started doing the podcast, Marcus would send us the link to our phones.
Yes.
And then we would download them onto our phones so that we could listen to them before they released.
Yeah.
So with Apple, that goes into your music.
It does. Yes, it does.
And so when you hit shuffle, sometimes that goes back into rotation. And so one of the times I was in the shower and it went into our song and I couldn't it was on the counter, so I couldn't skip ahead.
Right.
Because Siri never listens to me, so I couldn't tell her to skip ahead. So I'm listening to it and it's like, hello, this is Kelly. And today we're going to talk about bariatrics. It was the most boring thing I ever heard in my life. And I was like, oh my God, that's not what I sounded like. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us as I was the most boring person on earth.
It's fine, I got you. I'll carry anybody. You don't have to worry about it.
I was on my back. The beginning, I was just like, how awful was that? Oh my God. Please, I know.
And I went straight in because I was like, my name is Mel and my dad died. It was abrupt. It was not a little soft, let me just bring it in, through some fields of plants and trees.
Daisies.
It was just
no,
this should happen.
Yeah. So I had weight loss surgery because my dad died.
Yeah. Yep, that's what it was.
That's what happened.
Yep.
So stick with us. It gets better.
We promise. So yeah, you've done a 180.
I have more of a personality now than I ever have.
This is and I don't know if this annoys you that I say this, but this is the Kelly like when we were in high school. This is the one that is my best.
Why
But
would that annoy you?
I don't know. I'm just putting it out
If it
there.
annoys me, I'd be like, stop saying that, Melanie.
Because it's this is the friend I fell in love with. This is
Aww.
her. You've come out, you've opened up now. You're not in this world of closure. Because you were
I'm out of
very
the Satan closet.
yeah, because you were very standoffish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't really
yeah.
but now that I'm around you, I understand it more because I thought I took it personally, but it was really just your health.
Well, it was my health and the fact that I was married to an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be. Yeah.
And you just didn't realize it.
No.
You had no idea.
No idea.
So you were just stuck in this little bubble.
How have you changed?
I've realized a few things. I realized
What were they?
please
Let us know.
I have realized that I do have an effect on people. I had no idea that happens.
Yes.
And I love it. And I realized that this community's made me stronger. So I feel I have more of a voice and more excitement for this thing because I'll go to a rally. I will shut off the rooftops and be fuck you guys, break the stigma. I'm right there. So I just feel more confident. I feel more engaged. I feel in the community. I feel in a real supportive community.
Which is what we have.
Yeah, I've never felt like that before. These are people that literally go to bat for you and you don't know until shit goes down, of course. But then it's way different than friendships. This is there's multiple people of hey, don't you worry, we got you.
Well, and it's
It's a family. It's a real.
It's a family, but it's all different people.
Yeah, all different types of people.
So it's not just your family or your friends. It's sometimes those merge together.
Right? I just love people, and I realize it's I need people to be a part of my life. So I would say I feel I'm stronger, mentally and physically.
Well, I think you
last 2 years.
Needed the extra support that came with the bariatric community, and you didn't even know you
I had
needed
no
it.
idea. Not
Yeah.
until like probably a year in that I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. I like
A
this.
year in, it took you
I
a
have
year?
trust issues. I'm not gonna act like that doesn't exist.
So you watched,
Hello.
so
Hello.
that whole first year you were just writing it in, like,
No,
fuck you guys,
was
I don't
keeping-
trust you yet.
I was keeping hand like I keep a distance.
For a year?
Yeah, I think that's a decent amount of time.
No, no. I'm
I had to know.
highly disappointed.
I
in
think
your
if
decisions. No.
someone's with you and supports you for over a year, that means something. And so I realized like, oh no, these people actually do care. They're here.
Yes.
They're like they show up. That's how like why I give you shit sometimes. I'm like, just go. Even if you don't want to go, just fucking go. Just show up. Because like when you show up, that means something to them. And you realize like,
Or not.
and like you're not going anywhere. That's my deal. Like I ain't going anywhere. We're here. That's one thing like me and you've talked about a lot, like for this community. And I think because I felt the love, it's like we're like more in than normal. It's like we ain't going anywhere, motherfucker. More in than normal. Yeah, because like like
That's what happens
that's
on
our
a one night
whole-
stand.
that's our whole like
More in than normal.
thing is consistency is key, and like producing episodes and making sure we're like here no matter what for this community is like a big deal. Like, and I realized like I love that, and I needed that.
It is a very big deal, and I just want to point out that Melanie totally just ignored my whole comment.
I did.
She was like, "I'm not finished yet."
Yep. Because you know what? I paused enough for you. I was in a rant. It was a good one.
It was a good one. I liked it.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, next question.
Okay, I'm gonna hop over to one of our Instagram
Ooh.
questions.
Yeah.
Do it.
Jen, weight loss journey.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in a rut, a tad bit picky of an eater, but I need other snack ideas.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to what I watched on Jamie, the sleep dietitian's stories today.
Okay. Okay.
And she said that somebody had made a comment about like that they think that they complicate things
Yes.
when it comes to food.
Oh.
And then you stress out because you're trying to like overcomplicate them.
Yes.
So I would say just stick to your basics that you know that you like,
Actually like. Yes.
that you actually like.
Actually like. Big deal.
And kind of build from there.
Yeah.
Because what I did in the beginning is I made like mini charcuterie boards.
Okay.
So I did meat, cheese, like I did olives. I did, you can do like the little cheese crisps. There's all sorts of stuff you can build, and it's really super simple. You just go in, pick what you like, and then cut it up and put it into boxes.
Yeah. Get your
Very
bento box.
easy.
Bento boxes are awesome.
The bento boxes
My
off
kids
of
use
Amazon.
the bento box. That's how awesome it is.
It is really cool. But just stop overcomplicating things. Just find the things that you like, that agree with you, and then just stick with that as much as you can.
And when you think that you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get tired of this, just do it for a few days, and you realize actually you don't get tired of it.
No.
Because actually you start liking the routine. You're like, oh, this is easy. I don't have to figure out what my lunch is because I already know, because I already prepped for it. Like
Yep.
you actually get more appreciative of the simplicity of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would say, and especially keep your breakfast and your lunch is simple.
Yeah. There's no need to overcomplicate it.
Keep them simple. man.
I always do the meat and cheese little snack things from Costco.
I do get
I
tired
love
of
them.
those.
I love them. I still eat them, and I'm almost 3 years out, and
Yeah.
I still love them, because if I'm like, I'm hungry, but I don't want to make anything, I blah, 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 blah. I just go to the
Any
fridge and I'm
excuse.
just like, "Whoop," and then I open it and I eat it. And by the time I'm done with it, I'm full. And if I'm not full, then I have a Built Bar and it covers me.
Yeah, no, I because I've done those. It's just like that's one I will get tired of. I have to have my meat changes. It has to be a different type of meat.
Is Eric aware? Is Eric aware
Yeah.
of this?
Because he likes deli meats too.
Does he? So he likes different kinds of meats also. Good to know.
As well, he does as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
good to know.
That's why there's a plethora of different meats in my fridge.
Oh, we like
Yeah.
a plethora of different
I
meats
do.
in the Godfrey
I
household.
need it. So
Okay.
that's the deal. It's because I had those packs 3 days in a row, and by the third day I was like, this is not happening anymore. Like legit, I just spit out the little like chunks of them. Like this is not good. I can't do this.
So if you get to Mel's point and you need a plethora of meats in your fridge, just lunch meat is always an easy one.
It is because I like the Primo roast beef from Safeway.
That one is good.
It's so fucking
is
bomb.
good.
And then if you go to Winco, you get the VIP turkey, which they have changed the name of sometimes, which is very weird.
Not everybody has Winco.
Yeah.
So it's basically like
It's
a
like the dry
rustic,
yeah,
a rustic thick cut turkey.
yeah. I like it a little dry because I want to add the mayonnaise and the flavor. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But an easy thing is you do your meat, put some like mayo, or I like the horseradish Dijon mustard. And then you put your cheese on there and then roll it up.
I do a squirt of ranch.
Do you?
I do.
Do you?
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that one.
Okay. Did we answer that question?
We did. Tanya
We
is
got
giving us a
thumbs
thumbs up. So
Okay.
we did answer
Next
that
question, please.
question.
Oh, so good.
Unexpected positive things that have come from this experience.
Unexpected positive things.
Like things that you weren't expecting to happen when you started the podcast.
I think I kind of answered that in my last one. What about you?
I think our friendship. Yes. Like when we've known each other for 20 plus years. We've had a solid friendship the entire time. But I think this.
We have not had a solid friendship.
Okay, there was a slight 3
Let's
years.
not
where
lie
we
to the
did-
crowd. There was a
There was a-
3-year block. of
There was a
nothing.
slight blip of 3 years.
Oh,
It
are
was
we
a
in Marvel turns?
It was a blip.
They were 5 years. So at least ours was 3.
It was 3. It was a
Three.
slight blip. And we have always had a very good friendship where we could, like, you always, when you saw each other, there was never like missing time.
Yeah,
like
no.
we just
Yeah.
left, like started off
Like
where we
nothing
left off.
ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happened. Yeah.
But I think this has like really been like, we've gotten to experience a whole bunch of things that normal friendships don't experience together. And so when things that like when I get pissed off or Mel gets pissed off, or like when we're both pissed off at each other, we're starting to learn of like what we need to do to talk about it.
Yeah.
And like we're not just like, I'll see you in 6 months. We're like, okay, we have to record and we have to be on good terms by tomorrow. So we need to sit down here and figure this shit out.
We do.
And we've done it on numerous occasions, and we always like figure it out because that's who we are.
Yeah, because
So.
we realized, like, what I realized, like, we're not going anywhere. We just need to solve the problem.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as long as neither of us leaves, we're good.
Yeah.
Like we just have to talk it out. And even if it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, there was one point where she said something to me and I was like, I'm taking a break and walking away.
She did.
And I walked
did.
away, and then I came back and it was fine. And we talked about it. We finished out this.
It did. And I think we recorded too.
we might have.
I think we did. Yeah.
We might have.
So,
I don't remember.
well, someone just walked in. We have a special guest.
Jerry Seinfeld.
You know what's funny about
Wrong-
that?
wrong
Eric's
Jim.
not a huge fan of Jerry.
where,
Wrong.
where are you
I'm gonna
going?
go this way.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna go right in front.
Oh,
Be careful. We see a little plaid. A little
Just
plaid.
a little bit of plaid.
There
There you go. Plaid.
Here's my husband, Eric.
what's up, yo?
Okay, so this is the perfect timing to
It
do
is.
this.
It is. Come hang
Who
out.
wore it better?
Oh, I know.
What are we talking about?
I know. You're in a suit and tie. And...
No, red hair.
Oh.
Who wears it better? Me
Or Eric.
or that one?
Wow. Okay.
Did you guys win?
I have no idea. We'll know. We'll know. We'll know tomorrow after.
Can I come
a few more
sit for
games.
a second?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this is 2-year anniversary.
Mhm.
Everybody's saying definitely Kelly.
There you go.
Sweet.
I love you guys. So you've had to deal with us for 2 years.
Yes, I have.
Did you ever think that you would see as much of me as you do on a daily basis?
Are we talking about times you were over, or as much of Yeah, no.
Do you want to finish
No,
that?
I
Okay,
don't.
There we go with that.
No, I
All
thought
right,
about it for a
cool.
second. I was
Yep,
like, I don't want to finish that sentence.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Yeah,
No.
no.
Let's go with no.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
because
mean, it doesn't matter. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll
I'm
figure it in my
here
house.
every day, sometimes 3. I've already
Yeah.
been at your house twice
today.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
here. You're here.
Yeah, I'm here
You're
all
here.
the time.
I'll be like, oh,
Kelly's a fucking institution.
yeah, that's right. That's
I'm
what we
here.
love. She ain't
I'm not going anywhere.
Mm.
Like, fuck your face. Not
Yeah.
leaving.
Happy 2 years.
Happy
Cheers.
2 years.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Wait, hold on. Go back.
Oh, I got it.
Did you?
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Well, I want to pop in, say hi, say congratulations, give me a kiss.
Oh, it's so cute.
Thank you for coming in.
Bye.
Bye.
Have fun. You know you have fun. Hold
I
on,
will, I
more
am-
plaid. Here we go. I'll move slow
Thanks,
this time.
skinny. Thanks, skinny, baby.
Oh yeah, look at all those buttons.
Okay,
Look at all
all
the
right.
buttons.
All right, keep
I
on
love it.
moving, sir. Keep on moving.
is a fucking bag. This is a badass suit.
It is a
I
badass
didn't say
suit.
anything bad about the suit.
You're
I
right
just
in front
said
of
keep
Instagram
moving.
right now.
Oh,
Say what up,
What's up,
Instagram?
IG? I'm always thinking about that camera. That
Yeah,
camera.
so
I
you
forget
got
that there's
TikTok
this
and you got
camera.
IT over there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's right. Eric and a special
Oh
drink.
my god. Okay.
We're all having our drinks.
There we go.
You two are
Cheers.
hilarious right now. Tanya and Eric, you're so cute.
All
It's
right.
also it's frosted.
So I think
Have fun.
I think the best
Love you.
I
Love you
think
too.
one of the best things that's come out of this that is surprising is how much stronger we've grown as friends.
Yeah, I would 100% agree.
Okay.
100% agree with that one.
All right.
Statement. No, I would say I'll elaborate a little bit. I will say I finally let you fully in. I know that sounds really gross, but there was a level of like, nope,
Yeah, we actually had a discussion about that.
we had to, because we had to like finally address the elephant in the room, because like a 3-year gap is a long time.
It was a slight blip.
But like we grew together, and then the surgery brought us together, and then we were like, oh, wait, are we like sisters now? Like, what do we need to make sure like we have all these things covered. Because then I realized too, I was like, oh wait, because I'm with you so much, I'm like, okay, what, like, and then vice versa. I was like, what are you allergic to? Remember that night or that day? I was like, I need to know what you're allergic to.
Like
I need
nothing.
to find out like what your emergency contact is. Am I emergency contact? Is your mom? Like, because I'm gonna be with you so much. Like, I realized like you are just like my husband. Like, it's like I need to
I
know the
am
things.
legit her husband.
I'm like, I'm pretty much married to you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
Well, you let me fully in, so I'm your husband.
yes, you did. I let you fully in, because you know me, I have levels. I have levels of trust. That's me and Matt and my I almost said Matt's Kelly. My sister-in-law Kelly actually talked about it when we were painting. Is that like the whole Austin family has 100% trust issues.
100%.
And I could see it through the years of how it's built, and now I just know it. Like, I'm like, no one will admit it. And I'm like, yeah, we fucking do. Like, it's very obvious.
Yeah.
Like, we will do things strategically just to make sure we can trust you. That's how ridiculous my family will be. And so I was telling Matt Kelly about it, and I was like, yeah, like you, like there's a certain level of like how much I'll let you in, just because like we've been burned. Like, I've been burned a lot. So I'm just like, hold on, we're gonna keep you at different levels until I feel very comfortable with you.
Mhm.
And because we had our blip, I was like not ready. I kept a wall up for a while. And then with the podcast made me drop the wall and be like, yeah, I can
Well,
be
because
100% myself.
You can't be 100% real and honest if you're not 100% real and honest with your co-host.
Exactly. At all times. At all motherfucking times.
What is your husband doing?
I don't know. He's telling me to check my phone, but there's nothing on it
Yet.
yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
I'm like
She
watching.
didn't shut the door. That's fucking
I
weird.
know.
Okay.
Hey, stop. I can hear you.
Never.
This is live. This is what happens live, people. I love it.
Okay, next question.
That was probably loud. Sorry.
That was very loud.
If you could be a little more delicate,
I'm being more careful.
just joking.
Okay, there's a bunch of questions that are very similar.
Okay.
So kind of,
Mirror 'em or marry them.
Marry them.
so we're going to join them together here. Yes. Most challenging part about running a podcast, your favorite part about running a podcast, And what's the best thing you have learned from running a podcast?
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, so can I say the worst part?
Because that was the question, right? The hardest part.
The hardest.
It was not worst. Hardest.
I'm gonna add one in there that says the worst part is crazy people. 100%. It happens because there are crazy people everywhere. And
There's a reason why we actually pre-screen and do Zoom calls with everybody, because
there's been a couple.
yeah, there has been, and that's why we have to do that. We didn't realize that was going to be a thing. We just assumed that everybody was just chill, and we've learned,
And that is not true.
we've learned that is not true.
There are some crazy people out there.
We've dealt with people that have
look out for them.
like crazy message us, be a little stalkerish. We've had people be like trolly. We've had to block people. Yeah, it was very eye-opening.
Yes.
Because we didn't realize what, like, America and oh wait, and the world can be like, because we didn't realize we were going to cross over to the seas. Like, we have people in Australia, the UK, we have people in Europe, we have people in Asia. Like, it's crazy. And we had no idea the reach we had. And then we didn't realize what kind of comments we might get.
Yes.
And there's a scale. It's like 1 to 10, man. And we've seen
I
of them.
They could be really cool and be in our studio right now,
right?
Or they could want to wear your face.
Yeah.
There's
levels of this
like
shit.
there's a whole sliding scale that can go with that.
Fucking killing. So that is the worst part, is realizing society and the world is not always what you think it is.
Yes.
That's been the hardest part, I would say, for me, is balance.
I was gonna say scheduling.
It's balance. I'm great. We're great at fucking scheduling.
No, like scheduling your life.
Yeah, it's
with,
and that's what it is. Because like, I even snapped at Kelly on the way to the airport. It was like, don't schedule shit for me. I know I want to hang out with all the girls, but I can't have another weekend where like I'm not with my family. Like,
cool. I'm just gonna.
I felt so bad, but it was just like, scheduling is a deal, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to be on a schedule. Like, I want to fight it. Like, it's a very anti-government part of me that's just like, just stop telling me what to do, that comes out. And
I'm glad you apologized for that on our live.
I did. I never told you. Sorry. FYI, apologize.
Okay. Because I'm like driving. I'm like, yeah, I was thinking about this. And she's all, just so you know, this is my plan. And I'm like, okay, I was only telling you like a month in advance, but that's fine. Like,
she wasn't.
Woohoo, we're going on a trip.
I was like, hey, so in this month, I'm trying not to schedule a lot of podcasts up on the weekends, because
I'm like, this isn't.
I need them for my family and the friends that I've had before the podcast. And I was like, this isn't for the podcast. And then I realized, I was like, oh, you mean some girlfriends that I haven't seen in a while could be there? Awesome, never mind. We could probably do this.
Which she said in her head because she never said out loud.
I did.
Which there's that.
Which, by the way, we had to learn that you have to communicate really well. You're not up here. You're not a mind reader.
Can I point out the fact that was 2 weeks ago? So we're still learning.
Was that to Dallas, or was that? Oh, that was to Dallas.
So we're still learning and working together on.
So that is the hardest thing. Is finding balance between podcast and life.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's very hard because I love doing this, but then I'm like, oh, I'm missing out on some time on the other end. So for me, it's the balance.
It's a balance.
Work-life balance.
It's
hard.
Yeah.
What's the hardest thing for you?
I would say the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's really hard to find balance between your, I went through a lot of life changes, and then when we were, year one, right after year one of this, I was in the middle of a divorce. So I didn't really have much in my life. And so it was like, I didn't really care that there was balance.
Right.
Like, I just did whatever needed to be done.
You do thrive in chaos, though.
I do thrive in chaos. But then when you get a boyfriend and that boyfriend has kids, and then you have friends that you're trying to see, and you have a podcast that needs to be ran, and you have a family, partial family that you still listen or talk to. Listen. I mean, let's be real. I don't really listen to half of my family. But there's a lot of things that it's like juggling all the different aspects of your life. And then when you throw like autoimmune diseases in there, like today I had to lay down and take a nap. Like I was mentally and physically exhausted.
Right.
And there's a time where I wouldn't have done that. And then I would have been down for 2 days. Whereas today I was like, okay, I'm going to my house. I'm going to lay down for an hour and that's it. Like I have to make that decision to do that.
Yep.
So it's just figuring out some type of balance within the chaos.
You know what I've seen from you is you start helping people around you. Like you start realizing like, hey, if I do this, it's actually going to help Mel. Like I can see the caring that's coming through more in the last few years. Like you'll like be like, oh, I'll get that. I'm going to do this. Like you've been like pretty cool with that stuff.
I feel like that's been the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100%.
Well, I've also been here a lot, so I kind of see the things that
I mean, she sees like all the things I do, and she's just like, yeah, I'll take another one. Okay, so there was the worst, the hardest,
and the best.
No, there's love and something else.
The best.
There was love and then the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What I love about the podcast is all of this part.
Yes.
This part is I want to say this is the best, but this part's the best. What I love is learning all the background stuff, because when Marcus fucking left, like we scrambled and then I got to learn a bunch and I forgot, like, I really like to learn. Like, I really, really do like to do research and analyze things and figure shit out. Like, I love fixing things. And so like, I couldn't believe last night me and Kellie recorded and I was able to get 3 episodes up and on YouTube in one day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to put graphics on, all the stuff was synced. Like I learned all that stuff and like it slowly builds and like more and more that I can do because I'm learning. I realized like, oh, this is what I like. This is what I love is the learning part. And then like the producing, like getting it out to all the places. I'm like, yeah. Like when I realized when they're all working, I was so excited inside. I was like, yes,
Your producer.
this is amazing.
Your producer brain was loving it.
Yeah, so that's the love part. The best part is this part where I actually get to talk and get to interact. That's like when we're in like events part. I love mingling. I love finding out everybody's story, where they fucking started from, and then we can slowly like chat and like go over everything. Because me and you, when we were at Dallas, that was like one of the funnest parts. Was that we mingled a lot. We got to meet so many people and like get like in depth of like what their story was. So,
Well,
like,
and there was one girl there that came by herself.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just really don't know who to talk to. And I was like, well, join our party.
get over
Just
here.
get on over here.
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'll talk to the wall. Like, if needed be. Like,
She will.
I don't
She
care.
totally will. She'd be fine. in
I
one
like
of
to,
those rooms.
I would have a full conversation with the wall. Like it would happen. I would say the best part of running the podcast is learning new skills. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
But the number one thing that I do love is the interaction.
Yeah.
With followers, with people that need our help, or like just people that just need to ask a simple question. And it's something very basic that you like when you first look at it, you're like, oh, everybody should know that. But then you're like, but I didn't know that.
Yep.
And so then just giving those answers and getting that out there. And you know that if they get that question, they're going to be able to like pay it forward a little bit.
Okay.
And I think that like for over the winter, we weren't able to do a lot of lives. It was just like our schedule just didn't allow it. My health was up and down and all over the place. And I really missed it.
Yeah. COVID fucked us too.
Yeah, it probably did.
Because we were out all January of 2020.
Well, but that was because the studio too. Like,
yeah.
But I really missed interacting with everybody and like having those conversations that we used to have on lives. And so that's my favorite part is like just being actively in the community. Yeah. Because that's what we're here for.
100%.
Number one, it doesn't have anything to do with anything else.
Mm-mm.
We're here for you. We wouldn't be here without
Without you guys.
you guys.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
So Boom. I love it.
Ugh.
All right.
Okay.
What's next, Katie?
Katie
Katie wasn't ready.
Katie
I
was
was
slacking on
not.
her job.
Okay.
Katie.
Okay, I'm ready, guys.
Okay.
Okay. What's been your most memorable moment on the show?
Oh shit.
And I don't know if I said that correctly.
Memorable.
You did.
I got one. Okay. It's an easy one. Okay. It's Lisa fucking Lampanelli.
Oh my God, where you couldn't talk?
Yeah. That first episode, man, I was not talking a lot. Because
Yeah.
I was literally like,
What the fuck's wrong with her? Why isn't she asking
because I didn't want to sound stupid in front of
She
her.
was starstruck.
I was like, I want to make sure what I say is funny. If it's funny, and then she laughs, and it's like great. And I was like, oh my God, then now I'm not talking for too long. I was like, oh shit. I was too like, yeah, I was very like just struck by her because like the one respect I have for comedians is like writing is not easy and making people laugh is not easy. And she's done it for so many years. And she's done it from like the hardest fucking days to do it in. And you're like, holy shit, like I'm literally in front of a legend that has worked so fucking hard to get where she's at. And that's the same drive that I see in us. And I'm just like, I want to be that stature when we're fucking in our 60s. Like, and it was just right across from me. And I was just too much in awe. I was just like, oh, holy fuck, this is happening right now. So that's the like hugest thing for me.
I think the
Memorable.
biggest thing, memorable moment for us was our very first live event. Like,
Oh yeah.
that we planned, we put together, and seeing,
The Sippery.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like being, like, because at the retreat, I was so fucking nervous about
She was
talking.
pacing. She was
I was so
pacing.
mad.
Yep.
I wasn't mad. It was bad. I was so fucking nervous because I don't do public speaking.
Yeah, and you know what? I forgot about that until the morning, and she's getting ready, and I was like, "Oh fuck, you don't."
Yeah, I don't
Like
do public
she's
speaking.
never done it. I've never seen her do a speech, and even in speech class, like this
No,
girl,
I didn't do that.
not happening. So I was like, "Oh, I just put her in front of like 100. It could be 100 people out there."
Yeah, we have no idea.
I hopefully Kelly hangs out for that long.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I was pretty sure I was gonna keel
yeah, and
over,
she
but
did fucking great.
no, I did fine. It was not my best, in my opinion.
No, but the
I'm hard
Sippery
on
was.
myself. The Sippery
Sippery
was
was.
hands down the best because we put it together. It was exactly what we wanted.
It was how we wanted, when we wanted. It looked, smelled, everything like us.
Yes.
Like sounded. It was 100% us.
Yes.
And I can't wait to do more of those fucking shows.
Yeah.
That was a blast. And that's actually how it was at Vegas.
It was. It was
They
very much like
were
that.
fucking bomb in Vegas.
They let
because
us do what we wanted.
exactly what we wanted. We were able to be like, we want the stage lights here. And as like they're coming down, Kelly's like, more. And they just, no problem. No question. It was like, yep, here we go. This is what we're doing.
Yep.
Put the lights on us exactly the way we wanted. It was like beautiful and seamless and that's exactly what Vegas was like and what Super was like. So what Eric was texting me was, do you guys want more shots? And I said yes.
Are you getting me drunk? Because that might be happening right now.
So Zach, if you're watching, you might have to come get your girlfriend later.
I'd be driving my
I'll let you
Chico.
put it down. Would you put it down, baby? Thank you, sir.
We'll have Dylan drive you home. And he
Oh,
can
that's
sit
true.
back.
We have a licensed driver that can drive you guys.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, everyone has one. If you guys are watching, grab your water, grab your protein
Wait,
shake,
did I make too
Grab
many
whatever
shots?
you
grab
got.
whatever you
Sorry.
have.
Oh.
You don't have to drink.
Thanks for forgetting.
We are
that.
very far out in our journey. You know, I'm almost
Yeah.
7 years. Kelly's almost 4.
I'm
Tanya's almost it's just a year
2.
and a half. Yeah.
Almost 2.
She's almost 2.
You're almost 2.
Katie's like 2.
2.5.
Yeah.
2.5.
So we're very far along. If you're in the year under, do not do this.
And I'm old.
Well, but it is also your journey. You do what you want.
That's true.
We will not tell you what to do.
All right.
God, you're in the way.
Cheers to everybody. Thank you for being here. We love you. This is awesome.
Cheers, Becca.
Kelly was just wasn't in the shot at all because you were there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I forgot.
You're in front of Instagram. They're gonna be mad.
It's okay.
I don't know why I was calling that out to you. Yeah.
He's
hold it
used
out
to
there.
the front camera.
I dropped my line.
That was really smooth, babe.
That was very smooth.
I like that.
Thank you.
Wait, could you grab mine? Because I know that smell's gonna get to a little bit later.
No, yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
It's warm in here.
It is warm. All right.
You got this. Oh, you gotta take all of
Dylan, do you have any questions for us?
them. Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Why would I-
No, the other Dylan that's behind you.
There you go.
Yeah, where is that?
Weren't you drunk?
I'm just messing with you.
Questions? No.
No. All right.
Concerns?
Um,
Many. Let's go.
All right, guys. Thank you. We love you.
The support team.
The support team is here.
No, come on. Come on.
And Nova, she has her coat on.
Come on.
She has to wear it for 10 days. She is 5 days. Yeah, show her on the camera.
Oh my God. No,
Oh my God.
Stop. You're embarrassing me. Oh,
Poor Nova.
the shame that just like her legs just dropped.
Yeah,
Like
we got her.
fine.
We got her
Just do it.
spade. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
We got her spade, and then since she's a pug, they suggested to get like some nostril stuff done. I don't know what it's called, but now she'll breathe better. She's supposed to have a better quality of life, so that's been done. Yeah. All right. So next question. Did we answer that question?
Yes.
Sorry, guys. This is gonna be me for the rest of the time.
Did we answer that? Yes.
You did.
Okay.
Over to Instagram Live.
Yeah.
But
Do we have any from TikTok?
Dama bartending. Do you hang out with other people who have been sleep? Do you have friends? that
Do we have friends?
that have been sleep? that you
Okay.
hang out
Okay.
with?
Thanks for finishing it off. 'Cause
Not on
yes,
the-
we do have friends.
Not on the daily. Not on the daily. It's just Kelly and Zach.
The Zach was bypassed.
Yeah. So,
Um,
but like virtually. Oh my,
Matt
my
has
own
been
brother.
sleep.
Yes.
don't.
Call Matt out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna tell him.
I know.
Forgot
Sorry,
about
Matt.
him.
I forgot. But no, like that's why I think Vegas was so cool for us is that we finally had to bond with actual people that had bariatric surgery and understand all the things. Like that's why with Tabitha, Mandy, Stephanie, and Bree was fucking bonkers because we're like, oh my God, we have so much in common. Holy shit. And like I've never related to another bariatric patient like that before. Like, because me and you have had a friendship before, you know, I've never had that connection with someone after surgery who's also had surgery. Like, that was like a fucking first.
Well, and I want to say that like when we went to the retreat, we met a ton of awesome people. We got to have a ton of conversation.
But we didn't have time to like,
but it
bond.
wasn't like a little bonding moment.
No.
Where it was like a whole weekend
Of
of
bonding.
just bonding. We did bond with Tanya.
Yeah,
a lot.
100% we did.
And Cheyenne
and Katie.
and Katie.
Yeah.
But those were the people that we spent the most time with. But we were so busy over that weekend that it was really hard to like. It wasn't like we could just like go down to the hot tub and just hang out with just like the four of us.
Right. And like this time, like someone like, you know, everybody came out to my room and we hung in my room for a few hours. And like we
Until
actually
2
like
a.m.
we did like girl talk and I was like, I haven't done this in years.
It was
Like
fun.
it was like a sleepover, but not a sleepover. And it was like gnarly. And that was like the deal is like we don't have that on a daily basis. Like we
With
have it
anybody other
with-
than ourselves.
yeah.
Or each
with other
other.
than like my brother and Zach. Like I'm an accountant Zach because he's a weight loss patient. Like
Yeah.
he gets it. But he doesn't follow the rules. so
But
it doesn't
he's
help.
the world's worst
And
bariatric patient.
do not and he tells you
He is. I mean, the first episode that we ever recorded with him, I was like, do not be like Zach.
Yeah.
Don't do the
Disclaimer.
things that he does because do not do this.
well, and his life is so unique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like he is physical all fucking day.
Yeah.
And he has like 2 or 3 different jobs.
But he doesn't
So
stop
it's
moving
like-
either. Like, even when
he-
he gets home from work,
Yeah. He
he's
won't
still
stop.
doing shit. And I'm like, can you just like, I'm ready to snuggle.
Right.
I don't know where you're at in that,
But
but
that's
I'm going to bed.
right. And that's
So-
the deal. Is like he's so different than like your average bear. So it's like, no,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I mean, even last night, like I was like, I know you're still doing shit, but I'm gonna go lay down.
Yeah.
And so I went and laid down, and then he comes in and he was like, "Hey, Chloe's gonna come in here and watch Grey's Anatomy with us while I sort clothes." Huh, okay. I'm like, cool. I don't
That's
care.
great.
So we just
Wait, Zach sorts clothes
yeah.
while you're watching TV.
Yeah.
I do that way Eric watches TV. It's fucking
Just
weird.
another reason why we are a fucking odd 4 people.
We
are. It's great. Okay.
So good. Okay, next.
Next.
Okay, I did see one on TikTok.
Ooh, we got one on TikTok.
Okay, this is BJ Sleeves brother.
I was so nervous for a second. Tanya knows for sure.
BJ.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm finding it very, very few males that had WLS.
Yes.
Are you finding that true?
Yes. But we're finding also there's more than we know.
Yes.
Because we've learned from the male community that it's hard for them to share and be public. And so they don't. But they talk to each other.
They do.
That's what we
They do
learned.
talk to each other.
Yes. They talk to each other, they don't post. So Dad Rob, which his episode is going to drop next week. So for those who know who Dad Rob is, that is my weight. Huh?
My weight
I
is
love
history.
them.
Yeah, he's great.
Yep.
My weight is history. He's literally a history teacher.
We
in
named him
Jersey.
Dad Rob because there was two. Okay, so
There's
let's go
two
back.
Robs.
There was a guy panel
that we did.
that
One
we
guy-
did, and we had two Robs. So we had Hot Rob and we had Dad Rob.
Yes.
Because
We
like
had two Robs and we had
Yeah.
to name them.
we had to name them.
Yep.
So we have Dad Rob is fucking amazing. He's from Philly.
Oh, I love him to death. Like, I cannot wait to go hang out with him. Like, we are like trying to get over to the East Coast and not just like Southern Florida bullshit. Like, we're going Northeast. That's where I want to fucking be. I feel like those are my people over there. I want to go
I
hang
thought
out.
San Diego was your people.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
She likes both coasts.
I like both coasts, Kelly.
You can't. Pick one.
Okay,
Melody.
San Diego is like the epitome of my people. They walk around with no shoes on. They want to
That
have
is true.
breakfast burritos all day,
Yes, that is true.
and they want to smoke weed all day. And
That
I'm
is
like,
also true.
boom, hallelujah, my friends.
That
So,
is
but
your people.
Northeast is like gangster as fuck, and I love it because I'm Italian, and I understand the oomph that goes behind it. And I know because Davro was like, "We'll find you a stage. Don't you worry. We got you a
I was
stage."
like, what about a
We
pink
can't
stage?
tell you if it's going to be pink or not, but we will make sure you're on a stage and we'll have a room full of you. And I was like, I love you because you are 100% Italian and you can feel it from him. You're like, yeah,
He's great. He's
let's
great.
do this shit. But yes, it's very hard for
It
dudes.
is very hard.
Because Dad Rob did say that like he'll get questions from guys, but they only have like one follower or they've only done a couple posts because like they're just not comfortable.
Yeah. So there are multiple episodes.
Yeah,
We have two panels, which we are searching.
We're gonna do a third one.
Third.
Of course.
Because we're going to continue to highlight the guys in this community. I mean, obviously we're two girls, so girls are just more prominent,
They
and
just
that's
are.
what happens.
We're sorry.
But we do have as many guys as we can on the podcast also.
Yeah.
So, and if you are looking for a certain guy to like connect with, I guess, to like match your,
Just message us because we
Yeah.
know lots of different types of
that's what I
guys
was trying to say.
and we can totally match you up. I know that sounds weird, but we will do it for you.
It is not a dating service.
No.
It is just to get information. We are not
Well,
pimps.
And we're not pimps, but we do have a sub series that my brother is on. You have his whole history. We have Jeremy. Fucking love that guy. He's like my second brother. We have him on and he's doing stuff. We're gonna have another dude on for the next series. So we try to keep the dude's information up as much as possible. So there is information out there. And then we are gonna start doing lives once a month with a guy. So that way we can get the dudes.
I
more-
did not know that part, but apparently that's what's
Yeah,
happening.
because we're doing a live with Dad Rob. And then I was like, hey, that'd be good if we did a dude episode.
I didn't know we
once a month.
settled on it.
Oh, well, we're
Jesus.
settling down.
Okay.
Oh, we got claps.
Congratulations. What's funny is like I'm supposed to be in charge of like setting the live schedule. So it's Siri, we're not talking to you.
Oh my
See,
God.
even your Siri listens to me better than my phone.
My whole like being knows how to listen to you. So that includes my phone.
Do you really?
It came up. I mean, so far, 1 for 1.
All right, I'll give you that.
All
Okay.
right. So the answer is yes for TikTok.
Is it? Do you remember the question?
Yeah, he wanted to know if the dudes felt like it's going to be less. I'm so sorry. My face I
Okay,
can
next
never,
question.
I can literally never repeat verbatim anything. And I know that about myself. So we're just gonna roll with that.
Oh my God.
Speaking of dudes, Jason says hello to you, girl.
Okay, if you guys don't know who Jason is, he's part of Barry Nation.
I'm still talking.
Jason's our guy. He's fucking awesome as well.
He is a guy.
No, he's our guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Oh my God.
She's ridiculous right now.
You went
So-
to the next one.
Yeah, we'll go to the next one.
Mrs. Laws 2020 would like to know. I have personally struggled mentally with the transition of how much I can eat in our food-driven world. How did you guys get through that if you experienced it at all?
We're talking about volume.
I would say
Probably yes. And how did you mentally prepare yourself that you weren't going to eat as much as you used to eat when you would go to Muchas Gracias or whatever the hell it's called now?
Habaneros. Okay,
This is a serious question.
I know.
And I'm trying to be serious,
Okay.
but I really want Melanie to repeat what Tony just said.
It's not gonna happen. That was a long ass question. But so okay, hold on.
I think for me, I would say like I didn't know the volume change would change so much.
Like, so
Like
dramatic.
I was not prepared for it at all.
Okay.
But I also think that I knew that whatever popped up after surgery, whether it be that I can only eat an ounce, a half an ounce, whether I could not eat this or eat that, I was going to take it in stride because that's what my health was
what you-
demanding of me.
That's what you kind of have to, because
You have no choice.
You have zero choice.
But I was 100% committed to my journey and what it was going to take
Yeah.
for me to complete my journey, which I didn't.
Sometimes I want to go back. It's kind of fun that first year.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, it really
that
is.
first year sucks.
No, I loved it. I fucking
a
raged in
weirdo.
that shit. I love the first year.
Such a weirdo. Okay.
But I was very surprised about the volume change. Like it was a shocker for me. I was like, oh, for reals. Like I can really, like when I felt the first like pain right here, I was like, oh fuck, like that was like 4 bites.
Yeah.
No way. I was just like, they're not joking. I was like, oh shit. And especially in the beginning of the chewing, you know, like was it like 20 to 32s or was it
25.
Like I would
think is
do
what
it
I was told.
because like it's funny, like I'm a rule follower to an extent. I'm a rule follower when it comes to my body. And I'm like, okay. And I would do it. And I was like, wow. And this is very minuscule. Okay. Swallow. But I do 4 swallows and then now I'm full. And I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yep.
And the fact that it would like, it would blow my mind of how different it would be for different types of food too. I was
Mhm.
like, olives? Why is olives making me full
Avocados.
really quickly? This is
Mhm.
to this day. I'm 7 years post-op. I'll have 4 olives, 5 olives, and I'm full. What
Mhm.
the hell? I don't understand it. Very weird, but it still makes me like I can feel it right here. So I just don't do it. So that the volume was definitely a shocker because you see it on the graphs and you see it on the plates and you see it whatever, but you don't really realize it until it's in your like in front of you.
Well, I think that like I ordered like these little cups.
Yeah.
So like when I pureed my food or whatever, or I was, I could measure it out into the little tiny
Did
cups.
you ever blend or anything?
I did not.
Okay, I neither.
I
Neither.
just chewed it really, really good.
Yeah.
No, I was not
Good
gonna,
call.
I was not gonna put chicken in
Eric
a blender.
refused because
No.
I was like, you can put the beef and the veggies and whatever in there. I don't care. I want to kind of see what it tastes like. I'm not doing that.
No, if you
He's like, I'm so not doing that.
No.
He's like, I kind of feel grossed out just pushing the button, so we're not
Yeah.
doing that. I
No,
was like,
not doing that.
fair. I
I
chew really well. There we go.
I had ordered these 1 ounce little cups. And when I got them, I was like, that's an ounce? Like what? How many
know, I
of
was
these did I
surprised.
eat?
I was surprised.
Like I got like halfway through and I was done.
Yeah.
So I think, yes, it was a shock, but I also had to kind of change my mindset of what I'm eating is no longer for pleasure.
Right.
What I'm eating is to sustain my body. Over a day.
Yeah.
Like,
That came like so relevant. Like full force frontal of your brain. You're like, oh shit. Because, and I always go back to this Virginia's wedding, is that's when I really understood the dehydration thing. The fact that 2 days later I was still having pains in my calves and in my thighs because we fucking were there for way too long with lack of water and lack of food. And I didn't realize, oh, I did not prepare. I was only
3 months?
not even that, like 2 months out.
Well, because
It was May 13th and then you got married in July.
Oh yeah,
So
so
like
about 2
8
months.
weeks, 8 to 10 weeks since I was there. And I remember walking from the fucking top because we did photos over there and walking all the way down that fucking hill and being like, I need water. I need something.
Yeah.
And my best friend Anne was like on top of it. She was like, Eric, get her water right now. I can tell right now, like she needs water. Like go grab her something. Like she needs food. Like she got mad because I waited to have food because I was like, hey, like we're gonna have the bride and groom. Me and you do events, so we know the progression, what's allowed before we have food. But then I forgot. Oh, we're part of the bridal party.
Well, and
I get to eat before a little
they
bit other
didn't
people.
say like,
No, it wasn't introduced like that.
it wasn't.
But
like,
we
bride and
realized-
groom, go get food.
Yeah.
Okay, bridal
Bridal
party.
party, go get
You're up
food.
next. No.
Yeah, so I realized like, oh, I'm allowed to because like I've been here all day.
Yeah.
So like I went and finally grabbed food, but like it was so late. It was way too fucking late. And I remember the whole pain the next 2 days. It was just like, holy shit, like water's really important. And made me realize I can't go anywhere without a fucking either a smaller version of this or this guy. Like when we went to Dallas, what did we have with us? A whole fucking
I had
our
the-
hydrate
yeah.
bottles, and I didn't feel dehydrated at all.
Nope.
Not one fucking bit.
Except for when we were walking around Dallas. We didn't.
That
drink
felt
our
weird.
bottles. Yeah.
And we both told Heather, we're like, hey, we need some water.
Yeah.
And she,
Well, I
and
said I
Heather's
need
Heather,
coffee, but
so she's like, here we go. We're going over here. Like bariatric surgeon's wife. Like she like understands.
Yeah.
Here we go. We need some fucking water.
yeah,
But that's
yes.
what was kind of interesting, was realizing how important like water really is to your body, protein really is to your body. It was kind of
especially new Leo.
yeah, 100%.
All right.
I have a question of my own.
Ooh,
Ooh.
do it.
This is a two-parter.
Okay.
Where do you see the podcast in a year from now? And where would you like to be with the podcast in 3 years from now?
So
I mean, I can
a
barely
1 year
think
plan to
6
3
months.
years. Oh, that's true. You can barely think about yesterday.
Where do you
I got
want
you.
to see yourself in 3
Yeah.
years?
I think.
I know.
Well, of course you know.
Well, because I already have it projected.
5-year plan over here.
I do. 100%. 1 year is we're traveling and we're getting paid to travel and meeting everybody. In 5 years, I won't have to work at my job anymore at all. In 5? At
I feel
Progressive?
like that's a long game for you.
Oh, 3 years. So 3 years, yes, I will say, and even 3-year plan. It is to not be working at Progressive. I love
I
Progressive.
said in
Death.
a year.
FYI, they're fucking the best one of the best fucking companies to work for. Progressive. I will hands down say that. I've worked for a lot of companies. Great. So yeah, I would say 3-year plan, not with them. Us do this 100%. And that's just like literally, I want to go to every single state. And I want to meet every single fucking people. And I want to save everybody's fucking life. Because I just like remember every day almost like how uncomfortable it is to be 300 pounds. It is not fucking fun. And if we can just like in 3 years be able to travel and tell people, hey, I get it, you're uncomfortable, we can fix it. Like it is very fixable. So that's what I want to do in 3 years. In 1 year, it's just amplified this by 10. It's just us being more out there.
I would like for us to be more like out there. Yeah. I would just like to be able to be out there in the public and sharing our stories, sharing other
people's.
stories. because everybody's different, and that's our whole platform, is that everybody's different, every journey's different, and we want you to be you, but we also want to share the you that's behind your story.
Yeah.
Because
We love the differences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy listening to every single person that we interview, and I'm always so like, because I'm tuned into their story. I want to know what's going on. I want to know where they started and where they think that it, like, the weight kind of became an issue, and where weight loss surgery became a fix, not a fix, but an option.
An option.
For
Just to
them.
know that's an option.
Yeah. Because not everybody's gonna look at weight loss surgery and be like, that's my
Right. Like that's for me.
that's my
but-
option. That's for me.
But I want them to know it's an option.
Yeah,
right?
because so many people don't even know that it's an option out there.
And that's what's kind of like unnerving. Is that the right verbiage for
Mhm.
that? Because it's like, it's very frustrating to know that like some people have no idea you can do this.
Mhm.
Some people actually have right now on their actual insurance plan approved. They have no idea they can do this.
Mhm.
That's bonkers to me and very frustrating because it's like, hey, did you know it's a phone call away?
Mhm.
Hey, did you know it's literally an app away? Like you can literally do this. And like that's the biggest deal for me and for us is like we need to this like as much as we can tell people because it's like, hey, it can be easy. We can fix this. Like anything's like to me, I've kind of lived my life this way. Like anything's fixable.
Mhm.
Like you hear me all the time, like, what is it? Let's fix it. Like we can fix shit.
Well, I think that
Let's do it.
for me, when I first heard about weight loss surgery was through you.
Right.
But then when the doctor was like, hey, this might need to be where your path takes you. And I was
Right.
like, I got this. I can fix this. I'm not there yet. I just want people to know, like, you're there.
Yeah.
Like, if your doctor's saying it to you, you're there. And it's not a failure. It's not that you
No.
did anything wrong. Although for me, I was eating way too much Ben and Jerry's, and that is one of the reasons why I was here. But
Yeah, we're all here for a reason.
Yep.
And what's hard is when you're not taught those lessons of like, hey, Ben and Jerry's every night, it's not good for you.
No.
Because I talk about this all the time. I feel like there's such a huge disconnect between what we eat and put in our bodies and how we feel. Like people don't realize, oh, those Ben and Jerry's every single night is actually the reason why I've gotten bigger. And this is also why my joints hurt. It's also why I'm not sleeping well. Like there's no correlation. We just keep shoveling shit in our face and we just keep going on with our day acting like it doesn't matter.
Yep.
And that's what's frustrating because I try to drill it into Eric and Dylan because I'm like, don't understand what you're doing to yourself actually can't hurt you and or help you.
Yep.
So it's like consistency is key. Drink your fucking water, eat your protein. Do that.
period.
All right. What do we have left? Oh my God.
Ellie gets sleeve.
Okay.
wants to
Oh,
know, I am new. What would you say is the best thing to do leading up to surgery?
Do your research.
yeah. Don't be afraid to interview your surgeon.
Yep.
Pick multiples.
And I think if you already have an office, you already have a surgeon, the biggest thing would be to find the support that you connect with the most, because you may not connect with us. You may not connect with the next podcast, but there will be some
There'll be
group
someone.
out there that you will connect with, and that will be the support that gets you through.
You just gotta find your people.
Find your
And it's okay to like go through different groups and go through different situations. Like it's okay to search.
Yeah.
Because we even learned recently, it's like squirrel moment of like, hey, if we don't like the people, we don't like how our nails are done, we don't have to keep going to the same nail salon.
Yeah.
How good
there
is
is
that?
no reason to feel bad.
We literally would feel bad for not going to the same nail salon because we didn't like it anymore. We
Yeah.
were like, we literally have gone for months. And then we're like, I don't have to do that. Why am I doing that?
Yeah.
So guess what? You can do that with your surgeon too.
And
Your
support groups.
and your support groups. You can actually like search for a while and figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
And that's okay if one doesn't like the first
Pan
one
out.
sometimes doesn't pan out.
Yeah.
So there we go. Next question. Oh my
Okay.
God.
We're back on TikTok, guys.
Okay.
Tickety talk.
Okay. I
That sounds
am
old.
2 weeks post-op. What are your 3 top tips?
Okay.
Settled on Instagram
Oh,
too.
right? That was
Nice. Oh, so that's
Wow.
an Instagram question too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I would say drink your water. That's going to keep your whole system moving, in my opinion. So just focus on getting your water and your protein in as much as you can.
I was gonna add timers as a third.
Mhm.
So literally it's water, protein, timers.
Yeah.
Those are key.
Yep.
Timers is no joke. Like it has to go on that list.
Yes.
Because it's like, depending on your surgeon, it's like either 15-minute, 30-minute, or it's 15-minute, 15-minute.
Yeah, because at 2 weeks out, like that's all you're supposed to be doing. You're not
You're
supposed
so
to be worrying
new.
about moving your body. You're not supposed to be worried about your vitamins at that point. I mean, vitamins are very key, but at 2 weeks, I would say water, protein, timers.
Yep. Key.
Yep.
And don't be hard on yourself.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that too. Oh, squirrel moment. So Zach got a message from a girl today that said that her doctor, so she's freaking out because she hadn't lost enough weight.
Okay.
She's like 2 weeks out. Yeah. And
2 weeks.
her surgeon said that she needed to lose another 11 pounds by Thursday. I was like,
Whoa.
motherfucker, that's not
Whoa.
okay.
WTF over here.
Yes.
What
I
is
was
happening?
so mad. So I got the surgeon's name.
Good.
And
Are we gonna
I might
message away?
be sending a little message of like, that's
So
not okay.
for those that don't know about me and Kelly, we kind of have attitudes. We get a little frustrated. And we're not afraid to fucking tell you.
Yeah, because you're not even supposed to
Because-
like weigh for the first month. Like,
because like we're pretty lenient, but when you start like crossing some moral grounds, we're like, whoa there, hold on.
yeah,
Don't be fucking telling my person that they need to lose 11 pounds by Thursday.
yeah, no, that is diet culture and completely
Toxic.
unacceptable. Toxic.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Not cool.
sorry, I had to
Anyways.
say
I'm biting my tongue.
that.
Okay, so do you remember who your first listeners
I
were?
remember
Oh,
Who first reached out to you asking bariatric advice on your podcast? I personally may have been one of the top 5.
yeah, yeah. I'm
There's a few that I can remember.
Cheyenne.
So
Yes.
Cheyenne.
Oh, Cheyenne.
Oh,
Oh,
Cheyenne. We love you, Cheyenne. Cheyenne's the sister name.
Um,
So it's Cheyenne, it's Tanya, it's Ashley.
Ashley Mead.
And there's a few Ashleys. There's 3 for me.
There was.
It's
Ooh.
becoming Ashley, it's smaller Ash, and then it's the Ashley that would do the jump ropes with me.
Yes.
I can't remember her screen name right now, but
Which we have
that was
not
fucking
have talked to her in a
we have
while.
not. She did what I've noticed is some will fall away and they come back and they fall away and come back.
Yes.
And that's actually how I knew becoming Ashley. I was like, haven't heard from that girl in 3 months, and I'm like, and I'll message you. I will message you if I notice.
And continue to message you and be
Yep.
like, hey, if I don't hear from you, I'm going to look up your address and send you a letter.
I think I
So,
messaged Ashley once, and because she wasn't answering me, and I was like, I'm gonna start asking everybody from Berry Nation if they know what's going on, because they were on like another like a friend level, so I was like, someone's gotta fucking know where I need to figure out where Ashley's at. So it was the 3 Ashleys, Cheyenne and Tanya.
Yeah.
I remember very well,
There's been so many.
like right in the beginning. That's for sure.
Cindy,
Yeah. Cindy's from the beginning. Katie. All the Katies.
Sarah.
There's so many Katies.
I
There
can
is.
remember
There's like 5 Katies.
because
Only reason
they're
why I know that there's too many Katies in the room because she's a CADIE. Like it's very different.
yes.
Very different.
I think
which I kind of applaud your
when-
mom for that.
I think when we first started, I think it was also like we did our lives every Thursday.
Oh yeah. Never
And
interacted.
So, yeah, and so it was like the interaction from that, and we would see
Amethyst
people,
Moon.
Amethyst Moon.
Oh, Amethyst Moon. Yeah.
Please say Amethyst Moon one more time, please.
Or Anna would be like, Anna, because
Yes.
she literally had like 1,000 A's.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. There's,
loves
I
that.
mean, there's a lot out there, but yeah, we had a few like it was every Thursday, and we were so excited to get like 5 people.
I know. I didn't care. I was like, yeah, 7, 8.
7,
yeah.
8. Like it was like, yay, we have 5 people on today.
That's right. We didn't care.
So
We still don't
excited.
care. We're like, I don't give a fuck who's on. Let's do this shit.
Mhm.
Because we are here for you. We know if you can't catch us on like the instant, then you get it on the replay.
Yep, pretty much.
So that's that.
Any
For
other
that
questions?
I have one more question.
Okay.
Ooh.
I
How
have
we
one more question from TikTok over here.
Oh, I'm liking the TikTok world.
I am 6 months post-op VSG and I have one cheat meal a week where
Okay.
I snack all day. Is that okay?
Interesting.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna point out there that with snacking,
Wait, how did she say how far she was?
6 months. So with snacking, it's hard, and we learned this from Jamie.
Yeah. Well, several actual dietitians have said that snacking's not good.
Well, but it's more of like because you're not fully filling yourself up. So
Right.
you're snacking a little bit and then you kind of fill it up and then it's gonna deplete and then you're snacking some more and then you're you're constantly pushing that boundary.
Right. Instead of just being full.
I
for the
would
time period.
I mean,
You know, it's okay. What's hard? Who is this person?
Her name.
I feel like I want the name. I'm so
It
sorry.
just says day family.
Day family. So it's hard for me, day family, because at 6 months out, I was so like regimented. It was so hard. It was like, I was like, no, this is what my doctor says I have to do. Blah, blah, blah. Like I just did, I was like a drill sergeant to myself. So I don't know how to relate to that. You know, I would just say if you are having snacks, just have them as high as protein as you can.
yeah, because I think it
Because
really depends
will
on
make
it what you're eating
Yeah.
to snack on too.
Yeah, because it's gonna make it less frequent as much as because if you have the higher proteins with those snacks.
Well, when I
Um,
feel like when she says cheat day, like you said, what kind of food are you eating all day?
Yeah,
Yeah, because if
that's a
you're
good
eating
thing.
like popcorn all day long, then probably not the best option. Now, if you're having like, you know, candy, also not the
'Cause,
best
like,
option.
we would do the cheat days on the Sundays, like that was like a staple in our house for a while. And but it wouldn't be like in like snacking though, it would just be dinner. It would just be like dinner was a splurge. That's what we did. So yeah, I mean, I get having cheat days because that makes sense, but I would wait till you're a year, to be honest with you.
Or
you gotta
just
get out of the
like-
year mark. You gotta get out of there because you're trying to build those habits. So it's what's hard is that you're doing this and you might build this habit like long term, and we just don't know what that looks like long term.
Well, and we're not judging you in any way, shape,
No.
or form because it's your journey. You do what you want. But I also think that like that first year, you're gonna lose the most amount of weight.
Well, it's just
And
build
so
the best habits.
from personal experience, after that first year, your weight is going to slow down. Like your weight loss is going to slow way, way down. So you want to instill those habits because I'm at almost year 3, and now I'm dealing with regain and I'm right back to where like I would be before surgery.
Yeah.
Trying to lose this weight. So I would just focus on instilling the best habits as possible. I wouldn't look at whether it's a cheat day or any of like that. I would just be like, I'm going to have protein today. And if that happened to be protein filled snacks all day, well, at least I got my protein.
Right. It's a huge mindset thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask a couple questions back, which I know you can't answer, but you know, like, do you have a therapist? Do you talk to a nutritionist? Because there's something going on at 6 months for your brain to want to have the cheat days and want to have these things. I feel like
I don't know if I would agree with that.
because for me, like, if you're 6 months out, I never had these urges. I never had the question. It literally was like, this is what we're doing. This is how we're having it. I don't care. Like, I didn't have fast food. I didn't have any of those things. Like, we didn't have a cheat day, and that was like old news. That was diet culture business. So that was in my rearview mirror. It wasn't what the new future was going to be. So it was legit what Dr. Patterson said when she said it and how she said it.
But
for that
you are
first year.
also that personality.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's my brain. Like, it's very analytical. So
Yeah.
I take things very literal, and then I'll do things very literal.
I don't know if I would agree with it because
So.
I think having a cheat day or whatever you want to call it of a day, like where you just don't focus on the goals that you have.
That's
like,
fine.
food-wise,
But the cheat day, I feel like they're two separate things of like not focusing versus cheat days.
in my brain, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I 100% agree. You should talk to your therapist. You should talk to your nutritionist. But I also think that having a day where you're not having to think about those things is also probably playing a part in it.
That I
Because it
understand.
is very
Exhausting.
overwhelming. So
Yeah.
they're probably thinking, okay, well, today I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to do what I want to do.
That I feel like that's fine, but it depends on what you mean by do what you want to do.
Eat what you want to eat.
Because you can do where like I don't get on my tracker today. I don't log anything today. I'm not gonna wear my Apple Watch today. I'm just gonna be like no tracking and we just do what I want to do. But it's not like I'm gonna go have pizza or whatever. I'm just gonna like eat the things throughout the day that I like and just not care.
Yeah,
what
I think it
the
depends
is.
on what type of food you're eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think at the end of the day, you have to stay mindful of your goals.
Right.
But I also get the whole not wanting to.
Well, you like to push the point.
I do. And so that's why
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. You can
understanding
relate to
this
that
person.
for sure.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Okay, the Spartan Nurse on Instagram wants to know.
Ooh.
I know there was a 5K event in Vegas at the WLSFA.
Yep.
Is there any plans for OSLP bariatric athletic event in the future?
Ooh, I like how she worded that.
We did one last
Yes, we did.
summer. Was it last
September?
summer?
No,
September.
September.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was for the weight loss.
It was for WLS.
It
Yeah,
was for
it
Joe.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe.
I mean, I'm not.
We won't say no.
We've actually talked about it before, like just having our own walk, but we've never like picked a day and picked a time and like what that would look like. But definitely go in the future. Like that would be great to have like once a year. We always do this walk. This is what it's for. The money goes straight to benefiting someone getting the surgery. Like I'm down because that's what we did in September. It was just it just went to WLSFA, which probably could just go again because we almost raised enough for one surgery. Like we were like only like $50 off. So it was really close.
It was very cool.
So I would say yes.
Yeah.
To that answer.
I would say
as long as
there's
Kelly's
no
down.
plans as of yet, but we're not saying no.
Right. So it's a great idea. Thank
Yes.
you. Anything else on TikTok?
Nope, no.
Anything else on Instagram?
The Spartan Nurse said she'd be happy to help with that. I said that reach out to you both.
Yeah, message us.
Sounds great.
All right, are we done with the ones that are in our chats?
Mhm.
Awesome.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, is there anything, Kel, that you have any questions for me or vice versa?
What's your favorite color?
You know that answer.
No, I think I'm just excited for year
3.
year 3.
Seriously, I'm so excited for year 3 because there's so much more to come. Oh, one more question.
We got a late entry question.
Yeah.
XOXO Journair.
Okay.
Hello, ladies. So I had bypass June 3rd of last year. I'm losing too much weight. Can I take Ensure to gain weight?
You need to talk to your surgeon.
Yeah.
Number one,
amen.
foremost, if you are losing too fast or not losing enough in your opinion, or anything that has to do with like that, you need to talk to your surgeon right away.
Yeah, because they got to figure out why. They need to do some blood draws. They need to figure some stuff out because that could be a real concern and something could be triggering something else.
Yeah.
So
So
surgeon all the way, man. All
we're
right.
the surgeon police.
We are.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to like all the interviews that we have coming up.
We have some really good ones, some fun ones, some interesting things that we've never done before. We have some events in the works that me and Kelly are just planning ourselves. That's gonna be a fucking blast.
Maybe
So,
in a town
near
Near
you.
you.
Because that's actually the deal of 2023 is building that fucking tour and getting us out there, and we'll do like a set of like a few weeks, hit some I can't even talk right now, hit some towns,
There you go.
take a break and then hit some more
I
towns.
bet.
So FYI, we'll always have November, December off. That's going to be the rule for
That
us.
is her rule, and I am adhering to it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So
if that's what you want. I love to travel, so I don't even give a shit what month it is.
I mean, and we love Dr. D, so if she wants us to come out and hang out with her for that week, we'll do it in December.
yes,
We'll do it.
We'll do it.
But that is like the generic rule.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm really excited for the things and the events coming up, the shows coming up, the interviews that we have aligned and lined up. There we go.
Yeah, all the information that's about to come at you, because literally I feel like every episode we learn something new and it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. So I never thought that we would still be learning at year 2. So 140 something episodes.
Yeah.
So
we're almost 150.
all right. So if you want to support your girls, the free way is go to YouTube. It's on your fucking phone. You click on it, you type in Our Sleep Life Podcast. We're the only one. And just click subscribe and the bell so you can go ahead and get notified every week, because there is a video episode that's just paired with every audio episode. If you want to get those early, you go over to patreon.com/OSLP. $10 or higher, you're automatically in our binges, which we fucking love. And then you get exclusive episodes and you get those videos 10 days earlier than everybody else. So that's
And
where you need to go.
boom, I don't even need to say anything. So we love you guys. We will see you next time. Bye.
And we're out.
Where we go?
We gotta stop the middle, but
We gotta stop this
the
one.
middle.
So if you're watching
I
on
have to
YouTube,
pee so bad.
Me too.
Oh my god.
I actually don't.
Are you joking me? I drank the whole margarita.
I did not.
I did.
I drank all the water.
And our 2 shots.